This place is just 3 hours from India and has scenic beauty that'll make you transport to a different world. Welcome to Kazakhstan. To tell you a little bit about Kazakhstan, it's located in Central Asia right below Russia. And in this video, I will be telling you about the places to visit with a detailed itinerary, accommodation and commute details, total trip budget, and everything that you need to know if you're planning a trip here. So stay tuned. To start the journey, I'm taking a flight to Kazakhstan with Air Arabia today. And you must be thinking budget airlines don't offer enough comfort, but I was impressed. I had a seamless check-in process and a lot of cabin space. I also had amazing food options and a great selection of in-flight entertainment for my journey. And I saw these views along the way, so let's get this trip started. I have just arrived in Kazakhstan, and can you believe it's visa on arrival for Indians? It was so easy, they just saw my Indian passport and stamped it, no questions asked. And here are a few things you must do as soon as you reach the airport. First thing, right at the airport, you'll find a lot of currency exchange stores. I would recommend at the airport just exchange very little amount, enough to get you to the hotel, and later in the city, you can get the rest of the currency exchanged. There are also ATM machines right outside, and right before traveling, I got my INR exchanged to USD in India for convenience. Now with SIM card, we've got two good options, KCell and Beeline, and I decided to opt for KCell for this trip. Just stepped out of the airport, and the best way to commute in Almaty is by booking a Yandex Go, which is like Uber. Avoid booking local cabs because there are a few scams that are going on with that as well. Welcome to the beautiful city of Almaty. This is going to be our base and home for the next few days. And we will be exploring Kazakhstan by taking day trips right from the city. Well, that's my cab driver playing Hindi music for me after getting to know that I'm from India. And this right here is a little glimpse into the Almaty hospitality. Now the first place where I'm heading to looks like a dream and is just 30 minutes from Almaty. And the drive is so scenic. I've now arrived at the base of the Shimbulak resort, and this was my first view. Yes, cable car, and you need to take it to reach that snow mountain right there. Now on the way to Shimbulak resort. It's a ski resort which is supposed to be one of the highest in Central Asia. Usually there's snow, but now that it's summer, I doubt if there will be any snow. Let's go and find out. But for now, this cable car is so cool, and I have some beautiful views right in front of me. Let me show you. Look at that. Stunning. Now this cable car ride has two phases, and this is the view you get from the first phase. But I would definitely recommend for you to take tickets to both the phases, because in the second phase you can reach almost to the peak of the mountain, which you will see in some time. So I'm in the second phase of the Shimbulak cable car ride, and look at the view again. It's so dreamy. A round trip ticket to this place costed around 1200 to 1300 rupees, and I feel this is completely worth it because the views are very beautiful. Keep in mind that carry some warm clothing because there's a lot of difference in the temperature between the city and this mountain. After reaching the peak, something very unique happened. I caught the best panoramic views of the mountains along with a rainbow. Now, if you have less time like me, the best solution is group trips with local agencies. And I'm taking these trips with Step Spirit and Join Me, which I found to be quite economical and reliable as well. I woke up at 6 am today to see three of the most iconic places in Kazakhstan that are a little far from each other. And here I am at my first place, which literally looks like a different planet. Welcome to some of the oldest rock formations in the world, Charyn Canyon. They say this is also older than the Grand Canyon, and believe it or not, this entire place was once under the ocean. So here are a few quick things that I want to tell you if you're planning to come to Charyn Canyon. There are two parts. One is 2.5 kilometers, which will get you to the river, and the other one is 1.5 kilometers, where you'll be right amidst the canyons. Also, buy comfortable footwear. Check the weather forecast if it's hot. Get a hat. That's one mistake I did, but I'm also carrying an umbrella, so that's kind of saved me. On the way, we made a quick stopover at Black Canyon. Words can't describe the landscape that I saw here. Truly such an underrated country. What an adventure that was. So there are a couple of options for you to reach Kaindy Lake. One is you can take a horse ride. Second is you can take a 4x4 vehicle. And third is you can trek to this place. So I took a 4x4 vehicle, and what an adventure that was. Like, the ride is a lot of fun. It's quite bumpy, but the best scenic views along the way. The weather is beautiful right now. Kaindy Lake is one of the wonders of Kazakhstan. The tree trunks that you see right here are a part of the sunken forest. Time to have some delicious lunch and head to the next destination. I am at Kolsai Lake right now. It's super windy and it's raining, but I caught a very magical rainbow. Look at the view behind me. It's absolutely beautiful. There are 3 Kolsai lakes, and all 3 lakes are alpine lakes, and I'm exploring the first lake today, surrounded by mountains. And on the way, I caught a rainbow, and I was so grateful for this moment right here. Today, we are going on a 3-kilometer long trek to a waterfall, passing streams. I heard the waterfall is very beautiful. So let's go and check it out. So we have finally reached the waterfall, and look at how stunning it looks. It was well worth the hike, and it's just amazing. Small droplets of water falling everywhere. So beautiful. It's time for lunch, and I had the freshest trout right near the waterfall with this view. And just like that, I've made my way to the next destination. Finally arrived at my last location of the day, and I am now at Issyk Lake. Let me show you glimpses of how beautiful this lake looks. So to give you a little bit of information about this lake, it was created about 9 to 10,000 years ago due to a massive avalanche from the mountains above. But in 1960s, again there was an earthquake, and the lake has become half of its original size. So the massive lake that we see right now is still half of what this lake was before that. I'm en route to Itinerary National Park from Almaty. The best way to explore Itinerary is in a 4x4 vehicle, and I have taken a 2-day tour. We were off-roading through the desert after a certain point, and this was so much fun. finally started my hike at Alton ML and I've arrived at my first place. Hello from Akta Mountain. No, we've not suddenly ended up in Mars. These are some of the most unique geological formations in the world. And these white mountains are said to have formed almost 400 million years ago. What a wonder! My next stop is Katatai Mountain. If you're in Kazakhstan, definitely add Alton ML to your list because every landscape here looks outwardly and the rock formations here are beautiful. Next, I made my way to a 700-year-old willow tree and headed back to my accommodation. So, a common stopover for Alton ML is Basi village, and that is where I am staying right now. Let me give you a quick room tour and a house tour. It's very interesting. Although the stays are a little basic, this is a good place to stop over when you're taking this trip. And this is a glimpse of my cute accommodation at a local's house in Basi village. And I called it a day with this fresh local dinner. Day 2 in Alton ML and I am heading to Singing Dunes. Check out my ride for the day. So this has been my ride since the past 2 days in Alton ML. And then look at the road. Not a single person in sight, but the views are epic. Extremely windy here. Let me show you how the dunes look. These dunes are 150 meters tall and 3 kilometers long. And despite very strong winds, it's a miracle that it has remained stable since thousands of years. And with these winds, there's a slight humming musical sound that you can hear, and hence this place is called Singing Dunes. Now it's time to explore the charming city of Almaty. Time to go to a destination with panoramic views of Almaty. I'm right now sitting in a cable car, which is super interesting. Let me show you my view. So this ride will cost you roughly about 8,000 tenge round trip. Welcome to Koktobi. It's a super fun place with a lot of rides and city views. Let me give you a glimpse. Now it's time to indulge in some local authentic Kazakh cuisine, and I've made my way to the right place just for that. I am at the most famous restaurant in Almaty and this place is called Navad. The place is super cute and aesthetic. As we've entered, they've given us this fermented yogurt drink. Tastes very similar to lassi but a lot more sour. It's very interesting. It's so good. And now I've ordered for some local delicacies, so let's jump right in. Look at the feast that's in front of me. So I've got some plow, Kazaki bread right in front of me, and manti, which is like the Kazaki version of momos. It's stuffed with white meat and potatoes, and the other one is stuffed with red meat. We've now made our way to a Russian cathedral in Almaty. A few quick facts. This was constructed in the year 1902. This is one of the biggest wooden structures in the world, and the architect is known to make earthquake-proof buildings. So this actually survived a major earthquake as well, and not even a single nail was used in the construction of this church. So let's go inside and check this place out. Spectacular interiors, definitely worth a visit. Hello from Almaty's Green Bazaar. Let me give you a quick tour of this place. So we are now entering the Green Bazaar. This market has been around since 19th century, making it one of the oldest markets in Kazakhstan and home to some of the best dry fruits in the world. Save this place for the last day of your trip as you can get the best souvenirs here. So the Green Bazaar is also the perfect place for you to buy souvenirs. And I just picked up this cute souvenir. Last but not the least, in the evening, don't forget to check the city vibe. It's usually bustling and lit up. And I'm ending my eventful trip with some local dinner. And here are the food, commute, accommodation and budget breakdown if you're planning a trip. Let's start with commute. To commute around Kazakhstan, you can rent a vehicle or book group tours. And within Almaty, you can book a Yandex or commute with these unique trolley buses, e-scooters and metro. Accommodations, you can book this through booking.com and find decent options from 3 to 7k per day. Coming to food, Kazakhstan cuisine is primarily meat-centric, but Almaty city also has plenty of vegetarian and Indian restaurants. But if you're a vegetarian traveling outside Almaty, please make prior food arrangements as it's a little difficult to find vegetarian restaurants outside. And this is the budget breakdown for the whole trip, including flights if you book it in advance, so take a screenshot if required. So we have come to the end of this video, and if you like the video, please don't forget to like, save, share and subscribe. It would mean a lot.